from Modoka Magica. Now we have Evan as Connor from Assassin's Creed. Next up is Saban, Kyrie, and Tank as Alice, Mad Hatter, and the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. Next we have Gabriella as Sailor Mini Moon from Sailor Moon. Alright, last in the junior category is Noah as the Doctor from Doctor Who. Alright, we're moving on now to the exhibition category. First up is Leda as Pit from Kid Icarus Uprising. Now I have Marcy as Elsa from Frozen.
Well, we think that Frozen is her favorite show. It's hard to tell. She's got one eye, she's sort of deaf.
Alright guys, now we have Joseph as Ellen Ripley from Aliens.
Ellen Ripley always has been my heroine since I was a kid. So I decided to make my first gender bender cosplay.
Next, we have Armand as Green Arrow from Arrow.
I love the show, and I also love archery, so, you know, two things that I love.
Alright guys, next we have Tyler Dye and Uzel as Haruka and Michiryu from Sailor Moon. Next we have Jesus as Wilfred from Wilfred. Alright, now we're moving on to the novice category. First up is Emma as Aurora from Blue Horizons.
I was completely blown away by the character Aurora. And this is the current design. When I first saw her, she had you could say creepier design because the mask was different, the whole outfit was different and didn't have like as much detail as it was. And the wings weren't like weren't as macaw-like. It had like little peacock feathers on it.
Now we have Luis as Spider-Man from Marvel Comics. Now we have Jeremy as Prince Elton from Frozen. Alright, moving on, we have Nancy as Crimson Miser from Super Laundry Bag web series.
I just came from Phoenix. This is my first Miami Beach convention. I'm so happy to be here in Miami Beach!
Alright, now we have Ariel as Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z. Alright, next up is Christina as Jackalora Skeleton from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Alright, next up we have Kaolin as Asuna from A Sword Art Online.
I wanted to be different after all the craze, so I did Frostbite Elsa. The cold bothers me a little bit.
Great job, Ashley, as Frostbitten Elsa. Now we have Emily and Alex as Mabel Pines and Dipper Pines from Gravity Falls.
But this is my first contest. Same with them.
Yeah.
Great job! Next up is Red Mason as Misty from Pokemon. Now we have Ashley as Luke Fonfabre from Tales of the Abyss.
My friends all watched it with me and they're like, oh my gosh, you're so much like Luke. So I'm like, okay, I'm Luke.
Next up is Caitlin as Erza Scarlet from Fairy Tail.
Of course, my sister had told me that I act just like Erza because I love sweets and she likes sweets.
Now you have Talia as Female Gone Frex from Hunter x Hunter.
I love the color green, and Gon is just so cute and happy all the time. And
now we have Valeria and Alex as No Face and Cheerio from Spirited Away.
It's our second convention. It's the first time we compete and make a cosplay for it.
Now we have Aaron as Sasuke Uchiha from Naruto.
I like Sasuke, and I have many variations of his costume, but I've never done any transformed state, so figured might as well try it.
Alright, next up is Caitlyn as Red Card Katarina from League of Legends. Alright, next up is Cody as Deathstroke from Arrow.
Deathstroke's been one of my favorite DC villains for a while, and I love the show. As soon as I saw that he was in the second season, when they revealed his suit, I knew that I had to make it.
Take me away. Alright, next up we have Robert as Mikey from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
What happened was I fell into some ooze when I was a baby, and then Splinter got me, and then I trained. What else you got?
Next up is Marlon as Bane from Batman.
I am cosplaying as Bane from Batman because I do not like Batman.
Next we have Olivia as Stiff from an original Western character.
I love the style of steampunk and just the Western era from Wild Wild West. I've always loved Will Smith in that movie, so I just wanted to do it.
Alright, now we have Michael, Ryan, Peter, Carissa, and Janelle as the Joker, Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, Scarecrow, and the Riddler from Batman.
I found out that this con was coming up, and I was coming back from a trip, and I was watching all this independent fan film of Batman stuff, and I'm just like, why don't we just go cosplay as Gotham villains? And then we found out that the voice of Kevin Conroy was going to be in. Yeah, here we are.
Yeah, basically.
Next up is an original pirate group that is known as the Renegades.
I'll take you home if you don't leave me at the front door. Your body's cold.
Alright, now we have Andrew as Slenderman from Marble Hornet.
I can get inside.
Now we have Brandon as Iron Man from Iron Man. Now we have Yo Asakura as Oni Akuma from Street Fighter.
For a while now, I've loved the character himself. I even had the tattoo officially on my back here. But it just got painted over, so it's whatever. But I've loved him since the beginning. He's an evil guy, but he doesn't kill. He just wants to fight someone that's worth his time and worth the challenge. So that's why I chose him.
Alright, now we have Connie, Michael as Garnet Pearl and Steven Universe.
Yeah, this was actually a Captain America shield that I made out of full cardboard and duct tape. Really, the reason why it's made out of that, I have a full metal one now, but this is because I could throw it and it literally flies like a frisbee, so it's pretty cool.
Now we have Michael as Brooke from One Piece.
Well, I watched One Piece a whole lot, and I decided Brooke was like the funniest and my favorite character, so I thought, hey, why not?
Now we have Anthony as Rorschach from DC Comics.
I get into character. I even surprised and scared a group of grown men walking to here.
Now she moves like this.
Now we have Caitlin as the TARDIS from Doctor Who.
This costume I've been wearing for 3 years now, and every single con I just develop it and change it up. So it's gone from a very basic costume that was just blue and a couple of windows to complete ridiculousness covered in ruffles and a staff, and something I'm very, very proud of.
Alright, now we have Lauren and Dorota as Asuna and Kirito from Sword Art Online.
I'm Asuna and he's Kirito from Sword Art Online. We're doing the
versions.
Alpine version, so it's the elf version.
Alright, now we have Dominic as the Arrow from DC Comics Arrow.
I chose this costume because he's one of my favorite heroes. I own all the seasons except for 3 because it hasn't come out yet, and I just love the hero. He's awesome.
Alright, next up is Spencer as Raccoon Star's police officer from Resident Evil Inspired.
I'm a STARS police officer, and I mixed it with a raccoon type thing, because you know Raccoon City and Raccoon Police. That's what I thought it'd be funny or something like that.
Next up is Kimberly in Wyoming as the TARDIS and a Dalek from Doctor Who.
All I ever wanted was to see you smiling.
Now we have Johnny as Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon.
All I ever wanted was to see you smiling. All I ever
Next up is Stephanie as Thresh from League of Legends.
I chose this costume because he's one of my favorite characters and I always win with him.
to make you mine. I know that I love you. Oh baby, why don't you see that all I ever wanted?
Alright, now we have Vera as She-Hulk from She-Hulk.
I love just seeing everyone dress up, doing their character things, and it's exciting. I'm still taking it all in. Like you see, I'm speaking. I'm like, yeah, I'm stoked.
Let's hear it for our novice class. Alright guys, let's head on over to our journeyman category, starting off with Sierra as young Maleficent from Disney's Maleficent.
I chose Maleficent because I thought she was the most adorable little fairy. And when I watched the movie, I just fell in love with her.
Alright, next up is Heather and her family as Princess Celestia, Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, Twilight Sparkle, and Applejack from My Little Pony.
Why isn't Rarity here?
Oh, she was working so hard on all of our dresses. And, well, she'd have to work on the rest of the Crayon Galloping Gala's dresses, too.
Next up is Steven as the Incredible Hulk from Marvel's The Avengers.
People ask me why I always choose to be the Hulk, because I'm always angry. And you won't like me when I'm angry.
Alright guys, now we have Robert as Sector from Mortal Kombat 3. Next up we have David as Stannis Baratheon from Game of Thrones.
I didn't want to be just your regular commoner. If you're going to choose something, why not be royalty? Plus this is kind of like being an underdog because nobody really cosplays him at all. They'll do either some of the Lannisters or the other families, or House Stark, which is very popular. So I figured why not be the underdog, be the one that nobody chooses.
Now we have Carlos and Michael as War Machine and Resident Evil Survivor from Iron Man and Resident Evil.
I'm cosplaying as the last survivor of Stars from Resident Evil. And I am doing War Machine from Iron Man 2.
Next up we have Bradley and Magda as Hal and Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle.
Well, we chose this costume to do because it's one of our favorite movies that we have in common, and it's just really, everybody loves it. They're very nice characters to do.
It's a really heartwarming story, and we really love these characters.
I'll bet you don't even know my favorite song. You tell me how I
from Mystery Skulls.
The design honestly was just really aesthetically pleasing to me. I really loved making skull masks, and I really wanted to experiment with adding EL wire more, so that's what's lining everything. And I've just, in general, I have apparently a theme of always cosplaying dead guys.
From World of Warcraft. Alright, now we have Josh, a scorpion from Mortal Kombat 2.
Ever since the game came out, this is a costume that I have wanted since I was a kid. And I finally got to make it game accurate.
You let me slip.
Alright, next up is Brian as Prince Oberyn Martell from Game of Thrones.
He's one of my favorite characters in the books, even though he's not in it for very long, and I loved his portrayal in the show, so I decided to bring him to life the way I could.
Alright, now we have Berkan as Ottoman Vanguard from Historical Ottoman Empire.
I'm cosplaying as an Ottoman Vanguard, the soldiers who were in the first in the line of formation, who would take the most damage from the enemy in the battlefield.
Alright, next up is Amber as Circe from Game of Thrones. Alright. Now we have Anna as Madokami from Puella Madoka Magica. Next we have Nora as Keto from Atlantis. Alright, and next we have Jessica and Darlin as Zani Mask from 13th century Italian theater. Alright, now last but not least, we have our Masters category. Let's start off with Heather as Elsa from Frozen.
I kind of relate to her a little bit when it comes to being the adult in the situation, and no, you can't do that, you don't know what you're doing. Like with her and her sister, that's me and my brother, it's always telling him, you don't know what you're talking about, we need to talk about this before you decide to do something like that.
Next we have Daniel and Carnia as Green Goblin and Hobgoblin from Spider-Man.
Well, it's kind of like a long time coming. We've been looking at a bunch of Spider-Man costumes and stuff, and nobody actually does villains. So
and this is our own concept. We actually drew this up and did it as our own.
It's a collaboration of all the different versions of them.
Yeah.
Alright, now we have Isabel and Francesca as Jolene Cujo in Stone Free from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I'm obsessed with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I didn't care if anyone knew who I was today. I was going to do this today.
Alright, now we have Francesca and Jacqueline as Elsa and Anna Coronation from Frozen.
How long did that take?
A long time.
It took about
a few months. A month or two.
2 months?
Of like straight working and no breaks, and it was hard because we had our school and costuming, so.
Alright, now we have Natalie and Alexis as Luca Merengue and Kamui Gakpo from Vocaloid. Alright, let's get it up for all our contestants tonight. Alright, I hope you all can hang tight for about 5 minutes while we let our judges deliberate.
Alright, so this person had really, really clean craftsmanship for a beginner cosplayer, and my judges award goes to Talia. My judges award goes to Yo for Ani Akuma. The makeup job on his is really, really done very well.
All right, time for my award. Now, I'm a big Game of Thrones fan, and unfortunately, this guy had his head exploded. My award goes to the Red Viper. Brian, come up on stage. Best Original. This one's really interesting because there was a lot of Middle Eastern background to this. So we're gonna give it to Birkin Bitter as the Ottoman Vanguard. Good job, good job.
Give you my love, give you my love, give you my love from the stars above. Give you my love, give you my love, give you my love from the stars.
Best Group Uncertified, and that one goes to Natalia Fox and Alexis for their Vocaloid cosplay. Good job, guys, good job. All right, next category we got up. Best Novice Group, and this goes to, this is really cute actually, to Sabian, Carrie, and Tank as Alice, Mad Hatter, and the White Rabbits. Give it up for these guys. And actually, a new challenger approaches. Oni, come up and get your award. Yeah, congratulations. Next up, we got Best Group, and Best Group goes to Bradley and Magda for Hal and Sophie from Hal's Moving Castle. Good job, guys, good job. All right, guys, next up, we got Best Prop. And honestly, these are the best wings I've seen. Give it up for Sierra as young Maleficent from Disney's Maleficent. Good job. All right, we're gonna cut up to Best Individual Youth, and we're gonna give it up to Evan for his Connor Assassin's Creed cosplay. All right, best up. Best Individual Novice. This guy was amazing. He was doing backflips. Yeah, oh yeah! Can we give it up for some turtle power? Mikey, come up here! All right, we're gonna give it up to Mortal Kombat Sector for Best Journeyman. Come up on stage. Finish him. All right, next up we got Best Craftsmanship, and this goes to Leela for her Human Rogue from World of Warcraft. Good job, your armor is so clean. All right, up next we got Best Masters. Now these guys really brought it, and they always bring their A game. First off, for Best Masters, they get So we'll have, I really love the game and the show. Give it up for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Side fact, she's always bedazzled. All right, I gotta give it up to the main man, the guy who without him, none of this would be possible. I want a loud rumbling noise for our man, Mike. Mike, come up on stage. Let's hear, come on! Mike?
Thanks, Miggy. Hi, guys. Want to thank you all for coming here. My name's Mike. I'm the organizer of the show. Thank you for coming to, a lot of you know us from SuperCon and Animate Miami, but this is our first ever Magic City Comic-Con. We're just trying to do more stuff. So I give out an award. It's my Conchair Spotlight. Before I give out the award, a couple of things I want to say. Oh, this is Sandy. She's the other Conchair.
Hi.
She's my wife. We run the show together. I want to thank a couple people. I want to thank Megan, starbuxx, who hosts the costume contest for us. Here at Animate and at SuperCon, she does a great job, and we're blessed to have her. I want to thank our great judges, Kiki, Sandmuffin, Miggy. They've done this for us before. We love these guys. And Toby and Brittany. So, Toby, come here. Brittany, come here. So these are two people that helped put this together all weekend long. This is Brittany. This is her first time helping run this department. This is Toby, who's been doing it for God knows how long. And, he always wears the same Kirby shirt, so you know it's him. Without him, this wouldn't run smooth at all. So, Toby, thank you. So my award for Conchair Spotlight goes to the My Little Pony family. Princess Celestian family. Come on, guys. Aren't they awesome? All right, I think we got Best in Show now, right?
Let's give it up for our awesome contestants who have done an amazing job. But at every end, we always gotta crown the best of the best. And for Best in Show, it's $1,000. That's a lot of money. I wanna win this. All right, so for SuperCon, it's even gonna be even better. So bring your best A game, your best costumes to SuperCon and win that money. Now for Best in Show, I need a loud applause. Come on. Best in Show of Magic City Comic Con goes to Green Goblin and the Hobgoblin.
Cause I'm feeling so high. Out of all the worries behind.
You have to see how these amazing costumes, masks are hand sculpted. Fantastic. You guys earned it, you guys rocked it. Another applause for our Best in Show. And a louder applause for everyone else on the stage. Come on, guys. Fantastic.
All right, great job to our winners. Winners, please stay on stage for photos.